Hi guys, welcome to a new episode. We're going to be working on Unit 16, Animal Stories. We're going to be working on Lessons 3 and 4. Let's look at our objectives for the day. Okay, we're going to be responding to news and we're going to be listening to someone's news and we're going to respond appropriately and we're going to carry out an internet search about ants. Okay guys, I'm going to ask you now to watch the video about feelings and to take notes of the expressions stated in the video.
Emotions. These people are happy. This person is sad. This person is surprised. This person is angry. This person is tired. This person is thoughtful. This person is grumpy. This person is silly. Thanks for watching.
Okay guys, now we're going to be working on exercise 1. So I'd like you to read along with me. Please make sure you have your notebooks in order to write down your answers. Now this is a conversation, so we're going to get started. How wonderful! Now if you look at this first image, you're going to notice that there's a test and this girl received a score of 100 out of 100. So she is probably happy. So number 1 is already circled for us. Let's go on to number 2. Oh no! How terrible! They are sad or happy. Now, if you look at the two boys sitting there, you'll notice that they're watching a natural disaster taking place, or they're watching something that is causing them to feel sad. So the answer for number 2 is sad. Let's look at number 3. I want you to look at the picture and analyze the picture as I read it. Really, I can't believe it. So she is very surprised by, or she isn't surprised by the information. Now she's looking at the screen, and if you notice, you'll see that her jaw dropped or her mouth is open, which shows the expression of surprise. So number 3 is she is very surprised by the information. Let's look at number 4. Oh dear, perhaps you should see the doctor. Now, if you look at the boy's face, you'll notice that he looks really pale and he looks uncomfortable. So maybe his mother is worried about him. So in that case, she is worried or she is unkind. She is definitely worried about him. Now, the next exercise is our listening part. You guys are going to listen and circle the correct answer as we go along. You may listen to the audio twice if you need to. So feel free to do so. Now we're going to start with the tape script.
Hello, Amir. I haven't seen you for a long time.
No, I've been away on holiday. I've only just come back.
How was the trip?
It was great, but it didn't start very well.
Why? What happened?
Well, on our first day, we decided to go to the zoo, but we found out that it had closed an hour before we got there.
Oh no.
Yes, a snake had escaped and nobody knew where it was.
How terrible.
Then we were leaving the zoo car park. We saw the snake.
Really? Can't believe it.
It looked at us and moved very slowly past our car. I had never seen a snake so close before.
How wonderful.
But then a lot of men from the zoo arrived with sticks.
Oh dear.
They didn't hurt the snake, and soon they took it back inside the zoo.
I'm very happy to hear that.
Okay, guys, let's check our answers together. So, based on your listening, number 2 is how terrible. Number 3 is really, I can't believe it. Number 4 is how wonderful. And number 5 is oh dear. Guys, you can always listen one more time if you feel like you need more time to answer the questions or to choose the correct sentence. Now we're going to move on to exercise 4. Complete the sentences with your own ideas. My favorite part, which is our speaking activity. Now we're going to look at the bubble speech on the right-hand side. I returned home late yesterday after I had seen someone fall into a canal. Oh no, how terrible. So we need to learn how to react to certain news that we receive. We can use the function box, of course, to assist us. So the function box includes how wonderful, or really, I can't believe it, or oh dear, oh no, or how terrible. Now we're going to start exercise 4. You will complete the sentences with your own ideas and respond to the news. So you can say, I returned home late yesterday after I had gotten my diploma. So in that case, this person will tell them how wonderful, because that person is sharing good news. Let's look at number 2. After I had done my homework, I decided to go out to the movies. In that case, this is interesting. So someone might say, really, I can't believe it. Let's try number 3. I found the watch which I found the watch which I had lost before. In that case, this is also great news. Let's move on to number 4. I didn't go to the sports club until I got really, really, really sick. And then I decided that I cannot go at all. So in that case, someone might say, oh, oh no, or how terrible, or oh dear. Guys, feel free to create your own sentences. Take your time and be creative. You are awesome. Now we're going to go on to, these are suggested. You can read them along. They're extra suggestions for you if you're interested. Now I'm going to move on to the internet search. Guys, please get your phones. I want you to open your cameras. We're going to scan this code using our mobile cameras in order to read and find out information about ants. Now, this is a wrap-up for lesson 3, guys. We responded to news, we listened to someone's news response, and we also carried out an internet search about ants. Hi guys, we're going to continue now. We're doing Unit 16, Lesson 4, Animal Stories, and our main objective for the day is we're going to talk about doing the right thing. This is my favorite part. Now, let's move on to the first exercise, which is number 1. Are the people in the pictures doing the right or the wrong things? So guys, we're going to be looking at the pictures and analyzing them. The boy is thinking, in question A, the boy is thinking, I'll say it wasn't me. So the boy apparently is holding a ball and the glass right in front of him is broken. He is really surprised and probably shocked, maybe even scared. And he's thinking that he should say that it wasn't him who broke the glass. Is he doing the right thing? Yes or no? Let's see. Of course, that's terrible. He's not supposed to do that. He's doing the wrong thing. So the answer for number 1A is wrong. Let's look at number 1B. Excuse me, this is your money. So apparently this lady dropped money on the floor and the girl noticed. So she's actually assisting her or helping her by giving her back her money. In that case, is this a positive or negative action? If it is positive, then it is the right thing, and that is correct. It is the right thing. Let's move on to letter C. I don't know the answers. I'll copy Amal's work. Now, guys, I know we've always been in such a situation where you're not sure about the answers, but you feel like maybe you can copy answers off of your friends, and of course, this is definitely wrong. So C is wrong. Let's move on to letter D. Nasir isn't here, so I'll go for a ride on his bike. So apparently Nasir could be his friend, it could be his brother, and he's not there. So this boy is thinking that he's going to use his property or his bike without asking first. Is this right or wrong? Let's check together. This is definitely wrong. Thank you guys, you're doing a great job. Now, this is the most interesting part where we get to know ourselves better. Guys, we're going to quiz ourselves. So you're going to be working in pairs with either your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, or even a grandparent or an uncle. Totally fine. Now, once you sit with your pair, You're going to be asking each other the questions and you're going to be answering honestly and bluntly. So make sure you do that. So number 1 states, first we'll ask the question, do you always do the right thing? Number 1 is, what would you do if you found a bag that someone had left in the street? So let's say you're walking, you found the bag on the floor somewhere. What are you going to do? If there weren't any people nearby, I'd take it quickly, or I'd never take the contents of anyone's bag. I'd look for the owner or give it to the police. So if we look at number 1, you need to choose one letter, either A or B. Now let's move on to question 2. What would you do if you didn't know the answer in an exam? So let's say you're sitting in the exam and you read the question and your mind goes blank. You cannot think of any answer. You have no idea what the answer is. What are you going to do there? Is it A, I'd copy the answers from the person next to me, or I would guess and study a lot more before the next exam? So choose one letter, and let's move on to number 3. Would you borrow something that belonged to another person without asking them? Is it yes, I would if I knew the person, or is it no, I wouldn't? Guys, choose the correct and honest answer that you believe you would actually do. And let's move on to number 4. If you broke a window during a game, what would you say? Would you say, I don't know who broke it, it wasn't me, or I'm sorry, here is some money to repair it? Choose the correct letter to your choice of answer and always be honest. Now, I'm going to ask you guys to analyze your work based on your answers. Did you answer mostly A or B? I want you to count, look at your answers in your notebooks, and I want you to count, are most of the letters A's or B's? Read what the results say about you and tell me whether you agree or not. So if you answered mostly A, that means you should think more carefully about what you do. Sometimes you do foolish or unnecessary things. But if you guys mostly answered B, then well done. You always try to do the right thing, and this is awesome. We're going to work in pairs. Guys, I want you to brainstorm with a partner. This partner can be someone from your family members or a friend, and brainstorm, why is it important to do the right thing? Once you're done with thinking and brainstorming and jotting down your brief ideas, I'd like you to write a paragraph explaining your point of view. Why is it important from your perspective to do the right thing? Remember to capitalize and punctuate your sentences. So once you're done writing, you must revise and edit your work. Make sure you do that so that you do not find mistakes. Thank you, guys. This is a wrap-up. We have responded to news. We have listened to someone's news and responded appropriately. We carried out an internet search about ants, and we talked about doing the right thing. You guys are great. Thank you. Have a great day. This is Farah Bastioni.